Hey, this is Gil, Coach Gil with Game Time Basketball Camps here with Nicole, who is actually a parent of her son Matt, who has been to some of my different camps in Soda Springs, and I don't know if any other locations, but the bottom line is we both, last time we were in Soda Springs last year, decided that we wanted to bring a camp to Terraton, up the road, about 100 some odd miles, and we just kind of figured out what we were going to do. She helped me arrange getting the gym and got the word out locally, and I wanted to acknowledge her for her help. She did a fantastic job as we approach the camera a little bit here. A couple things. Did you find it was easier to work with us?
I did, and we were really appreciative that you were willing to come to our community and put this on for all of our kids.
Of course. Well, that's our pleasure, and we do that with a lot of different locations. Did you get any good feedback?
I did, had a lot of good feedback from the kids and from the parents. They were very appreciative and were really impressed with the time that you spent with the kids and all the things that they learned. Saw a big improvement just in the 3 days you were here.
Fantastic. So we would love to bring camps to different cities and locations. Between her and I, we probably had hundreds of texts over the preparation for this camp, handling a lot of logistics, and then what I call putting on the show, which was the camp itself. Coach Joe behind the cell phone camera also was very helpful during the camp. And again, this is what we love to do. Some of my coaches, if you turn around over there, we're kind of flicking away, they also helped, and Coach Dave was not here, and some of the other assistants. So we have a lot of coaches that will bring in from that have a lot of experience between all of us, well over 100 plus years of experience in terms of teaching, coaching at different levels. And again, for me, it's a mission and a passion. It's a ministry of sorts, and I love joining in with. In this particular case, it's more of a farming community, mining community, Indian communities. And was there anything else you wanted to say about the experience?
I think the big key factor that we appreciated was that you guys are very approachable. I think the kids loved you, felt like they could come to you for help. You guys gave them a lot of one-on-one and really developed a good relationship with the kids so that they want you to come back. I just talked to some kids in the parking lot, and they said, "Thanks, Nicole, for doing this." And I said, "If we do it again next year, will you come back?" And they said, "Sure."
Absolutely. So here's another thing, and that's fantastic. I appreciate it. And I didn't pay her anything for that, by the way.
You sort of did.
I actually did. I paid her a little bit. But that's the point. The real reward of this is for someone who is able to administrate and bring in this kind of an activity, is that the reward is that you, not that you're trying to get a shine, but you feel great because you brought something in that has benefited the community. And that ultimately is the morale surge, if you will, from this kind of an activity. It's way beyond the hoops and the basketball. It's way beyond that. It's definitely transformative, even if the realization of that transformation isn't in this camp yet. It may be years later. I know I'm kind of going on about this, but I'm really adamant that if you really want to bring something fantastic to your camp, that you're going to have kids that are going to not only learn, but they're going to learn how to deal with some areas of adversity, a little bit of challenges. They're going to definitely learn more about the basketball skills, but more importantly, they're going to learn about relationship type skills, communication type skills.
Life skills in general.
Life skills in general. And that's the key. Again, it's the mindset is really basketball for life, and you want to use basketball. If you use basketball, it can help you. It's positive gain no matter what happens. So again, Nicole and Coach Joe behind the cell phone there, and of course my fellow coaches who traveled up with me, and the assistant coaches who helped the school. Coach Dave Johnson, who was also helpful in arranging the gym, and a number of the parents. So I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for this year, and we will see you in the future. And if you happen to be watching this video and you're in another city and you say, "Hey, I'd love to bring something to my town," just connect up with us. Thank you so much.